So what we thought was glitched and broken isn't actually. Well, it might have been, but whatever happened, whether that's an update to the game or whether we just needed to get a certain number of seasons into the game, I don't know. But either way, we are in the Swedish Cup and we're actually in the second round. So yes, like I said, we are in the second round of the Swedish Cup. If we take a look at what's been happening since you last left us, we obviously had the Bodens game and the Vassalen game. It's been tough since then. We lost 2-1 away to Falu. We then had a 3-3 home draw with Östersunds. 2 defeats on the bounce. We did then win one game and then won in the first round against a team in the division below. So 2 back-to-back wins. We then got whacked 6-3 off Stockholm before a loss either side there. We then, however, did start to turn it around slightly with a draw against Ågright and then a win away to Stocksund. All of that means, though, we are currently 12th, so we're definitely not doing better than last season. Last season, if we look at the league stage, we finished 11th. So we are actually slightly worse off than we were last year. And yeah, we are... Well, what did we get last year in terms of points? So we got 30, so we're 10 points behind with only 7 games to go. So we are actually probably... What are we on? Yeah, 10 points behind. And we had a -4 goal difference. So we're actually doing worse than we did last season. We've conceded nearly about what we did last season already. And we haven't scored as many this year. So we are definitely struggling. I don't think we're making much improvement. So the question really becomes, how long do we stay at the club? Now, I think, personally, I'm enjoying the challenge. The fact that it's actually hard this year, and since the update, it's definitely gotten hard. I've noticed on watching a couple of the people, since the update, they are losing a lot more games as well. But it actually makes it more challenging, which I like. So my thinking is, we basically stay until we actually get an offer or we get the sack or a relegation. If we go down, I think we've got to move on then. But until then, I don't think we need to. I think we're enjoying the challenge. One thing we've done though, obviously we have had free transfer day in this period, which usually I would say doesn't mean as much for us because our transfer window is, our contract expiries are in the winter, they're in December. However, I have been slacking on youngsters from English academies. So as you can see, we have done a fair few bits of business. If we go to the free transfer section, so if we go to the transfers, as you can see, we've brought in a number of different players. We've also moved a couple on, so we'll talk about the exits first. So Elvar Manny Gudmundsson, he's left the club. The striker, he was kicking off, wanted to leave. He's gone back to his home nation of Iceland, where he's actually doing quite well. So he's gone back. And then we've also sold Jack Stewart. We originally loaned him out, but then actually got an offer for him, transfer fee. It was just a free transfer. So he's went to Gillingham, presumably just to be a backup. He was absolute rubbish, so I'm not too bothered on that. But we have bought a couple players in. The first things, though, we actually had some loans already lined up, which we'll talk about. One that we actually can talk about the other way is Ibrahim Toure. He's also out on loan, I think, actually to the same team that Gudmundsson's playing for, which is funny. So we've managed to get his wage off the bill, and that's him on a loan till nearly the end of the season, so probably close enough to the end of our season anyway. So he will come back at some point, but until then we basically have to get his wage off, which helped with new signings. But we did sign a couple of loans. We already had a few agreed, and the first one was already agreed in the summer but couldn't join us because he wasn't old enough. Egil Valua Carlson is an 18-year-old Icelandic centre half. He joins us on a loan until the end of this season, and as you can see, he's a 4-star current ability player, good First Division North player. He's been decent. He hasn't played enough. He's been injured since he come in, but when he has played, he's been decent. So hopefully we'll see even more for him. We've got a new goalkeeper. He's not really any better than Stalnacki. We are struggling with goalkeepers. We brought him in on loan. I think it was a free loan anyway. Yeah, free loan till the end of the season. He's been very, very average. He's 2 stars of current ability, so leading player in the 4th tier. Yeah, he's not great. Another one in who has been just okay is Neo Linden. He was Swedish, so homegrown. Again, just 2 stars of current ability. Again, I don't think we're paying any wages anyway. So a free loan. He's actually been pretty rubbish, so he'll probably be someone who loses his spot. But we have brought in a couple free transfers. And like I mentioned, they are from youth academies, and they've all been pretty decent. So the first one is Rico Robinson. He's an 18-year-old English centre midfielder. He's signed a deal till the end of the season, £150 a week. He's 3.5 stars of current ability, so a good player at this level with potential to actually reach the Premier Division. He's from Nottingham Forest Academy, was released. We brought him in on trial. And for some reason, I've been sleeping on these youngsters, because they don't have the reputation, are actually willing to move abroad and actually willing to sign deals for us. So we need to be taking advantage of this every single summer. And we need to be offering contracts beyond the season we're at, because at the minute, these are all going to leave at the end of the season and they don't want to sign new deals. But he's got 2 goals and an assist and a 7.03 average rating in his first 6 games. He's been really good. Another one in, a little bit older, but also from an English team release, is Archie Baptiste. He was of Spurs Academy. He went to Middlesbrough, went on loan to Stevenage, never played. Released from Middlesbrough's Academy, he's came in and signed on a deal, again £150 till the end of the year. Again, leading first division North player with Premier Division potential. So yeah, definitely one we'd want to extend beyond this season. But most of them are only till, well, all of them are only till the end of the season, and they probably don't want to sign new deals because the rest of the squad isn't up to it. 19-year-old Lucas Harrison is another centre mid. He is a leading player at this level with Premier Division potential. He's on £180 a week till the end of the year. Another Middlesbrough one, and he's got 3 goal contributions in 5 games. So all of that means the starting 11 looks quite different. Kamari's loan also ended, so he's gone. And Lupus, that Greek left back, they recalled because he wasn't getting played. So those 2 have left. Unfortunately, Rico Robinson has picked up an injury, so he's been out. And Dante Plunkett has been out for a while as well. He had a pretty bad injury, and he's a stress fracture of the foot, so he's been out for a while, and he's going to be out for a while still. So all of that means the squad looks kind of like this at the minute. It's a little bit weird. We are sticking with the 5-4-1. Chambo's just came back from his injury, but Worrell's moved back out to the right with Kamari gone, and this is kind of what the team's looking like. So our first game is in the Swedish Cup. We did win in the first round. The Swedish Cup, by the way, is a bit of a weird thing. So basically there's qualifiers, then it goes to the first round, then it goes to the second round, and then I wish I could see the rules. Where is it? There we go, the rules. So yeah, it's first round, second round, and then I think it goes into a group stage with 4 teams, and first of the 4 go to the quarters. And the other thing is there's not really any money in it at all. And there is qualification to the Europa League, but there's no money for winning games as far as I'm concerned. It's just basically 50-50 split, and the lower division team plays at home, which isn't really that great because you'd want the away team's bigger ground. But we've got Åtvidabergs at home. And like I say, we are struggling for form at the minute. We have won our last game though, so we come into it a little bit better off. But we absolutely need to be focused on the league. This is pretty much just a distraction. I need to actually sort the team out, so I'll be 1 second. Right, so a little reshuffle. This is the team we're going with. So Persson makes his debut for you lot. We've then got a back 3 of Bjornsson, Baptiste and Thornberg. Borison on the right, because like I said, Neo Linden has been rubbish. And Damsgaard on the left. And then we've got Ali Hadji and Harrison in midfield. Harrison making his debut for you lot. And then we've got Worrell, Emerson and Chambo. Obviously the other one, Robinson, who you've not seen yet, he is still injured. So he probably won't be back for the rest of this game. We'll chuck Carlson on the bench. He's not fit. He's not going to play. He's also had a knock. He keeps getting injured. So I think he's just one of them players. So we are still pretty light in terms of numbers. We're still trying to sign players. I think we've got a little bit of wage left, but really not too much. So at the minute, yeah, we've improved the team, but we went through, I'd say we offered contracts to probably around 20 players, and in the end we only got 3 of them. Now that wasn't 20 all at once. That was 20 in batches of 5. And then basically we would have an offer, it would sit for a week, and then a team would come in, offer them another deal, and then they would go join that team. So we were lucky. I think of the 3 we signed, I think the 2 centre mids didn't get any other offers, and the centre back signed quite quickly, I think. So I don't think, I can't remember exactly, but one of them signed quite quickly, which made me think it was a bit strange that they didn't want to wait to see if they got any other offers. but the other two I think did get offers, or one of them got an offer, but it was like Macclesfield, and I think it was just between us and them, and they decided to pick us. So don't really know what the reasons for it. A lot of the teams that were signing players off of us weren't big clubs. A couple of them were big clubs that were just wanting to have players for their youth teams. We then tried to loan those players, but the clubs wouldn't allow us because they wanted them to play with a higher quality of player. So I don't really know what's happening there, but I do know what's happening here. Emil Chambo's back, and Chambo has got us 1-0 up against a team. I think these are in the second division. So they're definitely a good bit better than us. I mean, most of the teams in our league are a good bit better than us. But that was good work from Damsgaard to get the ball across. And Chambo, on his return, has scored. He has played a couple games, I think, since his long-term injury. But he's back. And we are 1-0 up. And if we won this would definitely be a bit of a shock result. I mean, I think the group stage would be a slight distraction, if anything. But I think it's only 3 games, and we could probably use the fitness anyway, and we could probably use the extra income because we don't make too much money. But I'm sure we will concede. If there's one thing at the minute we can't do, it is keep a clean sheet. These goalkeepers, we have never found a good goalkeeper, so we are definitely, that is priority number 1 for me, is to sign a goalkeeper, and I'm still working on it. But it's like I say, it's been the hardest thing of this save is signing players. I think we've got a tactic now that's okay, but you just look, there's just so many gaps. I mean, we've got probably one good centre-back for the level. We don't have a good goalkeeper. We don't really have a good left-back or a good right-back. We've got 2 good centre-mid now. I think Worrell's okay at right-mid. I don't think Emerson's really up to it. And we don't really have a really good striker. Now, Chambo would definitely have had more goals this season had he actually not been injured. I'm sure, because he's not got much at the minute. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, Bjornsson's carrying that out, and he's just passed it straight to him. It doesn't matter what I do as a tactic, unless I just tell them to launch it every single time. That's just so poor, and that's just the quality of player that we've got. Sorry, I keep getting hair in my eye, but we get away with it nonetheless. We are definitely FMing them at this point, because we've had one chance and they've had none. Unfortunately, though, Emerson looks very, very tired, so he's going to come off for Hansen. The good news about Worrell, he is obviously our top scorer. He has signed a new deal, so I think he's went from £40 a week to £85 a week, something like that. And we couldn't offer him a year onto the deal, so we just offered him an increased deal till the end of the season, but with an optional contract extension. And then as soon as we signed it, we just we whacked on an extension. So he's the only player actually tied down beyond this season. I think what we'll do once we get to around closer to the end of the season is we'll start to look at signing up players again. But that's a good ball in. Bjornsson's there, and Thornberg's finished it off. Well, this is very, very unexpected. I was coming into this fully expecting us to get beat, because we haven't won. I mean, we've won, 5 or 6 games all season. Coming into a cup game against a team above us, I just assumed we would lose. Now, potentially they've rotated their side, thinking it was going to be an easy game, and that could potentially be why we're doing okay. But at the minute, I'm not going to complain. We will make another change. We'll bring Rosberg on for Worrell. Rosberg is still yet to score a senior goal, by the way. He's not scored a senior goal for us, which is very, very strange. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with him. I feel like we just keep him around because he's so cheap. He's like a £30 per appearance and £30 to sit on the bench, and he's homegrown at Nation. So I feel like we just keep him to sit around forever. Hansen ducking and diving on the turn. Oh my word! If that would have went in, it would have been crazy. But yeah, I mean, I really wasn't expecting this result. I was fully expecting us to get beat. So we will still do the league game. I don't think the cup is all that interesting, to be honest. But if we are still in it beyond the group stage, we will definitely come back for that. I think we'll do the group stage off camera because, again, ultimately we are focused on just staying up this season. But this is promising. The fact that we've had actually a decent result against a team in the league above us. Yes, it could be a rotated side. I guess we won't really know. But it's another positive result, and at least gets the dynamics a little bit better, because we have been struggling for dynamics. So I'm really pleased with that. That's a big, big win for us. And hopefully we can carry that result now That's 2 back-to-back wins. We need to string a few wins together in the league and just climb up out of this bottom 5. We want to avoid this bottom 5 position. We need to climb up, get ourselves above these lot, and then just start to get mid-table obscurity. I think was it 11th we finished last year, so any improvement on that is improvement. We've got Carlsberg's next, who are directly above us, so a win there would probably put us above them as well. So let's go do that. So for our second and final game of the episode, it is back in the league. We're playing Carlsberg's BK. The only change we've made, Carlson's back fit, so he comes in for Bjornsson, who drops to the bench. Rico Robinson is still not fit, so he's going to be out probably for another week. Plunkett still has probably like 2 months left in his injury as well, so we probably might not see him too much before the end of the season. So the rest of the team remains the same, except for Carlson in for Bjornsson. This is a big, big game. These are obviously above us in the league, just above us. 3 points or win would get us back level with them, and then hopefully we can start to put a few results together. I think the other thing is we have had probably quite a few good teams in a row, which I think has definitely knocked our confidence a little bit. We are sticking with this 5-4-1. I just think we're nowhere near good enough to be playing an attacking side. It's very, very upsetting to me because I like playing that 4-2-4. I do like scoring goals, even if it means conceding them. I think the other thing is we just don't have the strikers for it. That's a good ball over to Emerson, who's got options in the middle, but I think he might go himself, Emerson. We need to drop this lad. This lad might get dropped in the summer. He's got no end product. I think that's the problem with him. He's a decent enough player, but he's got absolutely no end product. He's obviously on a non-contract, so we don't have to let him go necessarily, but I think as soon as we get a replacement in for him, he's got to get dropped, to be honest. There's every part of me wants to just put Hansen back in, but I've tried it a couple of times, and honestly, he's not really up to it either. Those homegrown players will probably just keep around the squad because they're relatively cheap. They're not too... like I say, they're not too expensive. And Worrell, to be fair, has been our best player this season, and he's fed through, and I just assumed he was going to score. I think it got slightly wrong foot of him, but he's got to finish that, man. Like, I just think we do create chances. I just think we're missing some quality going forward, and obviously we've been so poor in the goalkeeping department that we've really suffered with that. But this 5-4-1 is quite counter-attacking, so I think we just need some quick players who can finish, and I think we'll be fine. But Damsgaard, with the ball on the left-hand side, plays it to Emerson, who, again, needs to show some end product. But Damsgaard's going to go. It falls to Worrell. Borison will win his header. He flicks it on. Still going. Falls back to Borison, who should have just let it go out for a throw-in. It's just the game intelligence at this level is terrible. He's got to just let that go, and then we've got a throw-in in a good area. But again, another chance. Not finished. But it's been all us so far, which means they're probably going to score from this corner. They've played it short. They played it back. They're racing in. It's an effort. Oh, I think it's hit Borison. It's gone in. It's counting as their goal, but it's hit Borison. This is what I mean. We go and beat a team in the Cup who are in the division above, and then we come here when in a game we're on top. We're now 1-0 down, and we've had all the chances so far. Really unfortunate for Borison there. There's nothing he could really do about it. It just kind of came off him, but we've not closed down the corner at all. And now we're 1-0 down, and again, we are looking down the barrel of relegation. We need to be picking up results, and we certainly need to be picking up results when we're playing against our teams who are in the scrap with us. These are definitely in and amongst the lot, looking over their shoulder for relegation. Thankfully, we've had the late kickoff, and I've already seen that everyone else below us didn't pick up any points, or at least not enough points to overtake us. So if we lose, it's not the end of the world. We're not going to be back in the bottom 4, but yeah, it is worrying. It is worrying that we're just not picking up results consistently at all. But looking at it, we need better attackers. We need better wingers. We need a proper striker. We just need better players across the pitch. If we can get like a Harrison, Baptiste, Rico Robinson level player across the entire 11, we'd probably be a promotion side. But we've just got far too many players who are too lowly rated, basically. And we're just missing sitter after sitter. I mean, that one, I don't even know what to say. It was well worked. But yeah, I mean, Chambo needs replacing. Don't know who we replace him with. To be honest, we don't really have any subs, so everyone's just going to have to stay on, which I think is also why we're getting more injuries. We don't have the depth, so we're not bringing players off, and we're kind of running them into the ground. Still, just the one goal. They've not really done much except for the goal, to be honest. It's been all us. Worrell probably having his worst game in a shirt for us, but that's a good ball over the top to Hadji, who does take it down. Once again, we don't finish. Oh my God, the finishing is so poor. How are we not scored today? Every shot's off target. We are rubbish in front of goal. So bad. We're going to have to make a change, but this is infuriating. Hansen's going to come on for Chambo, and we're going to put Worrell up front. He's just absolutely knackered. We're going to bring... I don't even know who else we bring on. We really need to take Harrison off, or Borison. Well, I guess we'll bring Borison off for Linden, and just hopefully get something out of this. Worrell's been our top scorer, so hopefully... I mean, he's had a poor game out wide. Hopefully putting him up front can spurn something. But yeah, we have just lacked any sort of quality, and also probably just a bit of luck as well. Damsgaard, good ball through to Emerson, plenty of bodies racing forward. Can he find one? No, he turns. Still going, Emerson finds Harrison on the turn, and Neil Linden scores. Is he onside? He is onside. My word, what an impact. Good work from Harrison. Good work from all involved there. Emerson did well in the end. Damsgaard also. And then Neil Linden, the substitute, finishes it off. We had enough bodies there to finish that. Thankfully, we've done it. And as it stands, it's 1-1. And there's 10 minutes to go. If we can grab a second and win the game, I'll be on cloud 9, because we've been so... not unlucky, but we've just been so poor with our end product. And Harrison plays the ball to Ali Hadji, who's got options in front of him. Finds Hansen again. He's got options. Worrell's through on Cole. Oh my God. If we had a goal scorer, we would be so far and away at this game, in other games as well. We just need a goal scorer. I don't know why Chambo wasn't getting on the end of these, because he can finish. Ali Hadji into Hansen. We're still going the highlight. Hansen through. He's hit the post. Linden again. His effort hits a player, goes out for a corner. How many effing bloody chances do we need to score? Oh my word. Worrell should have finished it off. He's got to come off. He's having a honking game. Rosberg's never scored. It would be nice if he could come on and do it now. We're also bringing Bjornsson on for Carlson. And with 85 minutes on the clock, it is Harrison stood over a free kick. I'd love it for him to get a goal and win the game for us. Harrison, the youngster, stood over the free kick, pondering, plays it to Damsgaard. He's hit the post, and we've got another corner. How are we not winning this game? How are we not winning this game? Oh my word. It's still going. And now they're on the ball, and you just know they're going to get a rubbish goal. But it's Rosberg who plays it out to Emerson. Back to Harrison, who's got to be... I mean, he's absolutely knackered. Plays a terrible ball to Damsgaard. Back to Harrison. He's absolutely on his feet. Ali Hadji plays it through to Hansen, who shoots. Oh, the goalkeeper parried it. I thought he parried it into his own net. A corner for us. Clearly nothing came of it. It's the 91st minute. We've got another highlight. If they score, I'm going to throw the computer out the window like Ron Swanson, because they do not deserve it. We have had a million chances. Oh, they're going to score. They're going to score. They're coming down the left-hand side, aren't they? Oh, they're definitely scoring from distance. No, it's went over. Thank God. Thank God. 91st minute. We need a late winner. I don't think it's going to come. How we've not won that game, I don't know. We've had an XG of 4.14. We just need better players. There's nothing wrong with the system. There's nothing wrong with anything. We just need better players, especially in attack. But I can't believe we've not won that. I can't believe we've not won that. That is crazy. The fact that we've just drew is mad. But yeah, don't know. Not sure on that one, but we'll leave it there. Yeah, we are in a relegation scrap because we just cannot finish our chances. Well, there's not too many games left of the season, so we'll play these 4, and then I think we'll obviously have the group as well, which I don't know whether that's going to come before or after the end of the season, so I guess we'll just see. But yeah, we'll play these next 4, and then we'll do Fallow, and Ostersunds away, which could be huge because I think Fallow are bottom of the league and Ostersunds are ninth. So there's definitely chance for that to be a relegation scrap coming into it. We don't play anyone too good left, I think. We've got Enkopens, who are 8th, Nordic are 5th, so they're decent. We've got Bordens, who are 11th. We do play Vassal, who are 4th. So it's a bit of a mixture, but I think there's enough winnable games in there. We pull up the league table. Yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be real close. We're just 2 points outside the automatics, 1 point outside the playoff. Yeah. And these look like they're in a little bit of decent form compared to the rest who are like in pretty rubbish form. Yeah, not great. Well, hopefully we can sign a goalkeeper. Hopefully we can get a striker or a winger in or something. Hopefully we can just sign some players. Like I said, we've still got a bit of money left, so we can... Who are you? Ooh. See, they rage bait me. It's an A+, it's an A-. He's 2 stars of current ability. I don't care about his potential. He's never going to reach it here. Stop rage baiting me, Scout. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. We'll come back next episode for the last 2 games of the season. It's going to be a relegation scrap. Hopefully less so by then, but we'll see. And like I say, we'll do the cup stuff off camera. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Euro Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.